now you all can see my screen. Okay, so as we all know, in Microsoft Words, yeah, definitely we use Microsoft Words for typings. Okay, we use Microsoft Words definitely for typing and creating things related to typings. Okay, such as reportings, and then such as we are doing the bulletins, or we are doing some kind of write-ups. And nowadays for Microsoft Office 365, okay, we are able to use your Microsoft Words for what we call as to write HTML web page for you. So you don't have to have a proper HTML software lah, apps lah, tab lah, this and that. So you can create by using your Microsoft Words. Okay, always people then see Microsoft Word as something that quite interesting in their working environment. And for your information, Microsoft Word can be used with Microsoft PowerPoint to create a good presentation. Okay, Microsoft Excel got relationship with Microsoft PowerPoint, and Microsoft Words also got very good relationship with Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, so let me tell you about this. Okay, for your information, the version of Microsoft Office that I'm going to use right now is Microsoft Office 365. Okay, so mine is Microsoft Office Words 365. Okay, let me open it first. Okay, so this is my Microsoft Office Word. Okay, and definitely this is Microsoft Office Words 365. Let me change. Here is it. Yeah, it's very good. So now I got two screens here. So let me rearrange things first. Okay, I think I have to rearrange everything. Okay, so it seems good. Okay, it's good enough. All right, so in my Microsoft Words here, okay, I'm using Microsoft Words 365. Here you can see this is Microsoft Office Words 365. Okay, so if you are using other version, yes, you may use this method also. Okay, you may use this method also. So it's not a problem. So creating a forms in Microsoft Words. Okay, what normally we do, we will create a form and then print it out and then send it out, and then people will fill in. Then then another person will key in the data inserted in their Microsoft Words, and they will put it back in their Microsoft Excel as a data to store the data, okay, to analyze the data. So our case right now, I want to create an offline form. Okay, this is not an online form. If we talk about online forms is Microsoft Forms or Google Forms. Those are online forms. This is offline forms. Okay, this is on offline form, which means your user doesn't need to connect it to the internet to answer this form. So maybe he or she can download the form from the email and then fill it up and then send it back to you, and then automatically it will be tabulated in your Microsoft Excel. So in Excel, then you can do whatever you want. Okay, all right, you get what I mean? So it means you are creating a form in Microsoft Words, and then somebody will fill it in, then they will return it back to you. Okay, and this works similar with Acrobat. Okay, if you heard about Acrobat PDF, Adobe Acrobat. Okay, Adobe Acrobat have similar function like this, but in Acrobat it's much more easier to create interactive form compared to Microsoft Words. But yeah, Microsoft Words, yes, still can do that. Okay, it's not that hard. If you are using Acrobat, Adobe Acrobat PDF, those software actually can create a form, an interactive form. Then you can fill in and then send it to the owner, and then you can tabulate the return by yourself. Okay, first of all, we need to create a form. Okay, in this case, I'm going to create sorry, I'm going to create a very simple form which will collect names and I'm so sorry, names and IC number. Okay, so it will collect names and IC numbers only. Okay, let's say if you want to collect the department names and if you want to collect the date of the of those information needed, or you want to collect whatever you want, yes, you may. Okay, so if we do a little bit of research online, okay, when we talk about forms, okay, when we talk about forms, you can see forms normally looks like this. Okay, this is what normally forms looks like. I just go to Google and then I go and research some design of forms. Okay, maybe this is the forms that you can see. This is some example free competition registration from template. Okay, look at here. This is a form template for competition. So if somebody want to join this competition, they need to fill in their names, their first name, their last name, their organization, and then their title, their email, their phone, the address, the etc. Yada yada yada. So this kind of things that we are going to create in our Microsoft form. Okay. So first, if you want to create forms, okay, other than writing, normally I like to use table. Yep. If you ask me, creating form by using tables in Microsoft Word is much more easier, super easy to handle compared to you are using other method. Okay, I've seen somebody done this in their Microsoft Words. Okay, example, they do this. They want to collect the name, and then they put some colon here. Okay, they put colon, and then they put lines, straight lines like this. And then you go to enter. Okay, oh, but when they do enter, you see the lines will underline your name also in this list. Okay, it will underline the name sometimes, or maybe some of the lines will create a very straight line underneath your names like that. So we don't want that. And sometimes we have this, they put some IC number. Okay, they put IC number. Okay, and then they put some colon and then underscore again. So they are using underscore. Okay, enter maybe, and now maybe they are using department. Okay, colon underscore. Okay, I've seen somebody done this, and guys, for your information, this is incorrect. Okay, why? You cannot create interactive forms by using this method. What do I mean by interactive form? Interactive forms means your user can interact with your forms and they can key in each forms here. Okay, maybe if you tell me, hey, Nizam, yeah, this one also can be filled, right? So I mean that my user can type here. Yeah, they can type here. Let's say they type their name, MOHDSAIFULNIZAM. So you see what happened? It will push your lines here to the other side. Then what you do? Oh, it's very normal. I select everything and then make an underlines like that. Guys, this is not the method. This is totally wrong. We don't do this. Okay, that's why I tell you, I'm not suggesting to you to use this method, to use underscore to create lines in your Microsoft Word. All right, so maybe you can try this. Maybe you can try this. Okay, maybe you can try other method. I don't know, maybe you can draw, or maybe you can put anything. Yeah, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. Okay, and one more thing, if you look at this column, the positioning of this column is not same. Okay, this one is here, second is okay, and then the third one will be the other side. So you know what normally people do? They will go to here, they use tab and tab. Here also they will use tab and tab to have similar position of that column. Okay, because they want similar position. Yeah, I want to ignore this one. Ignore once, always ignore. How to ignore? I don't know what's the problem here. Okay, so maybe like this. Oh, still got problem. Just ignore. Here is nothing. Just ignore it. So maybe they do this. Okay. The problem is, if you turn on your Pilcrow, do you know where is Pilcrow? This is your Pilcrow. Okay, that is your Pilcrow. If you turn on your Pilcrow, what happened? You can see there is two tab over here. When you have two tab over there, what you cannot do, you cannot directly convert this into a table. You cannot directly convert this into a table. Okay, so the best way is, you don't put anything yet. So all of these lines, just remove it. All of these lines, just remove, because we don't need this line. Good. We don't need that lines. Okay, so done. Once you're done, okay, give me a second. I think I, okay, so should be okay. So I want to share this link to my, okay, good, nice. Okay, so the best way, sorry, not the best way. So one of the method that I suggest to you, just do this. Maybe I put some date here. Maybe here I put some the height or the type of competition or the size or anything. The size of suicide is okay. Okay, maybe here I put has category. Okay, as I tell you, I want to collect information regarding how do people not only go for category, but how do people register to a competition. Okay, why? You just do this. You don't need to do anything else. The worst you can do is put a space after name, put a colon there. Put a space after number, put a colon there. Just do this. You don't worry about the arrangement yet. Space here. You put a space here and put a space here. You don't worry about the arrangement yet. Just do this. Okay, once you have done this, and how to arrange this column to make it align to each of the column that you can see here. You just select the whole thing, go to insert, go to tables, convert text to tables. Okay, you just convert text to table. Click that. So now numbers of columns, we got 3. Okay, numbers of row, it shows 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's okay. If you want to put 2, it's okay, no problem. If you put, sorry, if I put 2, it should be okay. But here, if you put 2, there will be another 10 rows of data. No, I just put it 3. It's okay, no problem at all, because we can change letters. Okay, fixed column width with auto, so don't change anything. Okay, and a separate text by paragraph, tab, commas, or others. Okay, let's say if you separate your name and column with a space, you put space there. Okay, let's say if you don't put anything, okay, example, if I put a comma here, okay, if I put a comma here, I put a comma, see also separate, that means my title there and my column also separated by comma. Okay, I separate those things by comma. Okay, here I put a comma here. Here also I put a comma, nice. And here I will put another comma, nice. Okay, comma as the separated. Okay, I put a comma as a separate. So select everything. Okay, this time go to back to the table. Then I go back to my convert text to table. Then you see number column changed to 2 and the separator is comma. Just now, why does it become 3? Because it cannot see any separator between your data there. Just click OK and automatically your table will look like this. Okay, maybe you tell me, Nizam, but this one doesn't look nice. I want this to become closer with this one. Yeah, you just drag this box. You can drag it closer to that side. And guys, the best part, you want to have another lines here. Just go back to your layout, insert to your right. There's another box and drag this to your right. Now you see all of that column align perfectly. Okay, maybe another thing, you tell me, hey Nizam, so for this one, I only want underlines here. I don't want the other type of lines. Yes, you may. You just click here on the whole table. Then you go to table design. Okay, in border, you choose no border at all. Okay, and if you tell me, Nizam, I still can see these lines. Guys, actually this line cannot be printed. This line only appear as a guidance. If you don't want to see these lines, just go to your layout and then turn off these view grid lines. There's no lines. If you turn on that view grid lines, there will be lines there. Okay, so if you tell me, Nizam, I want to have underlined here, it's very simple. Click inside the table, go to table design, go to border. You can choose bottom border. There are few method you can use. The first one, you can go to border, just go to bottom border. Yes, you may do that one by one, or you go to border painter, just straight away paint your bottom border. Paint, paint, and oh, sorry, tak jadi. Paint. Both methods serve similar purposes. Okay, you go back to your layout, you turn off the grid lines. Guys, this is an interactive forms, can be used in your Microsoft Word. Okay, rather than having lines in your words, you can have this kind of things, this kind of words, forms that you can use. Remember, offline forms. It is what's different between here and that. Okay, example. Here, let's say I type here name as MOHD. Okay, you see, when I type my name, it won't push any line to the other side. So it will look proper. Because in Microsoft Word now, it knows, oh, here we got a box that can be filled, here got a box that can be filled, here got a box that also can be filled, here got a box that also can be filled, here got a box that also can be filled. But guys, now I hope you understand that, yeah, we can do this. But this is not finished yet. This is just the first step. Okay, this is only the first steps. Building an interactive forms. So now, how to control so that my user won't change anything in my forms? Imagine, if I send this form to my client, okay, maybe by that time I made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake in terms of spelling, or here, maybe accidentally I put N-A-M-A, Nama. Instead of name, I put N-A-M-A, Nama. So maybe my user able to edit this part, they edit it. And there's also possibilities that maybe my user of this form, user, if you tell them to fill in the forms, they will do whatever they want until they can destroy your form. Maybe you send this form to your foreign worker. Okay, in our case, we forget to change IC number to passport number. You know what can they do? They can simply go to here and then change to passport number. Okay, we don't want that to happen. Okay, we want to control so that our user won't do anything to change our forms. Okay, because I want to collect this. Okay, and that doesn't matter whether I type IC, or I type number IC, or I type IC number, or I just type number.identity, as long as it's an IC. Okay, similar with your departments, similar with your date, similar with your category. Okay, so in this case, we want to lock this part. We want to lock this part, and we want to unlock this part, which means my user can key in data in here, but they cannot edit data in there. Okay, so in this case, I want to lock this part, and I want to unlock this part, which my user able to interact only with this box, but they won't be able to interact with other box. Only this part. Okay, I know that's the reason why most of people, they love to use Microsoft Excel to create a form, because they tell me, hey Nizam, because we can control where they can key in and where they cannot key in. Make examples like this. I understand, because I've seen lots of people doing that. Okay, example here. This is Microsoft. Yeah, this is Microsoft Excel. Okay, this is Microsoft Excel. Example, because in Microsoft Excel, you are able to right click on each box and then go to your format cells. From there, you can go to protection, and then you can lock or unlock that particular cells. Yeah, in Microsoft Excel, yes, you may do that. But in Microsoft Word, yes, we are also able to do that. But there are different methods, a little bit of different method. Okay, so in this case, I want my user to key in data in here, and I don't want them to change anything in here. Okay, first, I have to turn on my developer tools here. If you are in front of PC right now, you cannot find developer tools on top of here. Just go to file and then go to options. Okay. You go to customize ribbon. From there, you tick this one, developer button. Okay. You tick on developer button. Once you tick on the developer button, you can see your developer button is on top of here. If you are using version 2010, remember 2010, 2013, 2016, 19, 21, or 365. You can find your developer button over there. If you are using Microsoft Office 2007, 2007, okay? If you are using 2007, you can find a developer in it's not a file, actually it's a button. From that button there's a tab that called as popular. In that popular there's a developer. Tick on that button if you are using 2007. Okay, nice. Now we have this developer button already. So in here I go to area, which is control. Okay, in this control, there is multiple options over here. You can choose rich text content control. You can choose plain text content control. You can choose picture content control. And this part is all about content control. Okay, and what is content control? Content control means content control are different things from your title here, from names here. You can control how to insert data from here, and this content control also can be used in your macro. For in your macro, also can use for your VBA code, etc., etc. Okay, so for names here, definitely I'm going to use whether full rich text content control, or I'm going to use plain text content control. Both serve similar function. Okay, all right, just give me a second. All right. So in my case, whether you are using rich text content control or you are using plain text content control, both works similar. Both works similar in this function. Okay. No, I don't want to change anything. Okay. So to be simple, I just plain text content control. Click, pump, and there will be a box. Click or tap here to enter text. See, this content control and this name is totally two different things. Name, I get it from typing, and this box is actually a content control that we use to fill in that. Okay, not like the words that you type over here. Okay, in this text content control, if you go to your design mode, so here is your design mode. In design mode, you can change whatever words in here. In my case, click or tap here to enter text. So if I want to change, click or tap here to enter name instead of text. I want to change that to name. Yes, you may do that. You turn off your design mode, so it will show click or tap here to enter name. Okay, so here to enter name. If you go back to your properties here, now you can see the title, the tag. This one is for more advanced features, so I don't use that. I just want to collect data only. Okay, for this IC number is up to you whether you want to type all in full 12 characters. Okay, or you want to type like this. You want to type 6-2-4. Yeah, it's up to you. Okay, nobody say you cannot do that. If you want to do that, yes, it's up to you. Okay, let's say I want to type 6-2-4. You remember this is a box. Because this is a box, okay, you are allowed to split your cell. Okay, they say change here to 3, not 3 but 6 column. So it becomes like that. Maybe this part will be my dash. This part also can be my dash. Okay, this is 6 character. This is two characters. This is the last character. So what I can do, I can separate them like this. I can do this if you want. Okay, if you want, then you can separate like this. But you have to remember, sometimes it is not necessary for you to do this. But you can if you want. But I wouldn't. Okay, I just select this as whole text. It's very simple. Pump, nice. You just add some text here. So I just change again. Go back to my design mode to enter IC number. Okay, just to show IC number, I change IC here to capital IC number. Okay, for department. Okay, for department. All right, for this department, maybe you can choose. You want to choose which department. Okay, in this case, for department, normally I don't allow people to type their own department. I will ask them to choose. Because sometimes for management department or for corporate department, for corporate com department, let's say for finance department, okay, some people will type finance department. Some people will type FINAN or FIN, which for them it stands for finance. In my case, I don't want that to happen. What I do, I will create a selection box, which is combo box content control, or another one is drop down list content control. Combo box means that box you can type in drop down list. I don't want to type. In this case, I'm going to choose drop down list content control. Okay, for this drop down list, there's nothing yet. For this one, I have to go to my property. So from here, I have to write any drop down content in this box. Okay, I add the first one, which is finance. And then okay, there. Add again, marketing. And then okay. Add again, maybe this one is admin. And then okay. Maybe I add again, maybe this is the HR. Then okay, add again, and then I just add here engineering. Engineering. So I have that. Okay lah. Nice. So then okay. When I choose okay, in my departments here, I can see there is multiple options. Okay, that means that user can choose from here. Remember, this is interactive form. Okay, for date, I advise you we are still in developer button. Okay, you go to this one. We call it as date picker content control. Click that. You can straight away choose any date that they want. If you go to your property, you can see the format of date that you choose. Here in this case, I choose date, month, year. Done. Okay, it's up to you what type or what forms of date that you want to use. You want to use this form, then it's okay, no problem. Just click done and then okay. Okay, so for category, I will use similar approach with my department. I'm going to go to my data list here. Okay, go to properties, maybe category. I will add the first category as adult. Okay, I add another category which is kids. All right, here I put here 12 until 6 until 12. Okay, then okay, and then last one I will add here as baby. Okay, here I put say 5 below. Yeah, as long as people know which parts that they should choose, then okay, so now I can choose. That means your user can interact with this form. Okay, so now I'm done with that. Is it okay? No, that's just the second path. The first phase is creating this form. The second one, creating an interactive area, interactive interactive content control. So now I want to control my user from editing this part and editing any part of this form. What I can do, okay, in this case, you go to your review or you go to your developer. Both have similar function. You go to your review. From your review, you can see there is protect. From that protect, we have this what we call as restrict editing. Okay, you can have this restrict editing. For this restrict editing, we have 1, 2, and 3 parts. The first one, formatting restriction. That means limit formatting to selected selection of style. That means your user cannot edit anything except only selected style that you have set for them. Okay, the first one. The second one, edit restriction. Okay, allow only the type of editing in the document. No changes, read only. Most of people, they will use no changes, read only. Another one is start enforcement. If you want to start any enforcement, okay, in this case, instead of using no changes, read only, I click here. Okay, I click here. So from here you can see there is track changes, comments, or filling forms. Okay, or filling forms. We are creating form. So I want my user to fill in forms. I just filling forms. Okay, remember, you don't choose nothing can be changed. You choose filling forms. You don't choose track changes. You don't choose comment. You choose filling form. Once you have done choosing filling form, now you can start enforcing protection. So now you have to set your new password here. If you want to put a password, you can put a password there. Any password will do. Okay, and the worst case, the worst part, you can use your spacebar as your password. That's the worst case. If you use your spacebar as a password, then it's quite hard for us to figure it out if anything happened. And it is not necessary for you to use password. It's up to you. Whether you want to use a password or not is up to you. Okay, if you use your password, you need to reconfirm it. In this case, I have to type where I'm going to what is my password, because I'm afraid that I forget, because I'm creating password while talking. There are possibilities I'm going to forget. Okay, so my password here will be, okay, oh, this is a very hard password I'm going to use. The password will be, okay, good. Reconfirm 123. Then okay, nice. So now we have restrict editing. Okay. If you want to unrestrict, if you want to unprotect, you have to stop protection. Then it will ask for your password. Okay. What's the password? Okay. If you don't know the password, basically you cannot edit and you cannot edit this document. But doesn't mean that you cannot interact with the document. In this case, I cannot change name, IC number, department, or date, or category. I cannot even delete the whole table here. I only able to click in here, in here, in here, and also I only able to key in my name. See? And my IC number. Let's say I type IC number as 990301. Okay? 010202. Maybe. Okay, maybe I don't know. Okay, for this department, I can click and choose I'm from which department. Maybe I'm from finance. For the date, you click there, click, you can choose the date. If you choose today, pam, that is your today. You click here, you can choose a category. The category is kids below 6 or 12. Then, this is interactive forms, which your user able to interact with this form. They can key in the data in this form. Is it okay? It looks okay. It looks okay. Okay, it looks okay. Yeah, but now let's try something else. Guys, I'm telling you about interactive form. We have created a form and we have make it as interactive as it could, which people can key the data in here. Okay, so now what's next? First phase. This is your second phase. So now your third phase, which is data collection. Guys, I have this form filled by Saiful Nizam. Okay, I have these forms which filled by Saiful Nizam. Okay, that Saiful Nizam, he take this form and then change the form into his name. What he do? Okay, maybe I send this I send this form into his email, and then he download it, he key in, and then what he do after he key in, he will save it. Okay, he will save the file. Okay, in my case, right, I have to save the file as save as. Okay, and I save it locally in my PC, in my desktop. I just type here as Nizam. That means that is my form. Okay, I'm the user. Save, pump, nice. Done. Okay, so don't worry about this because it knows that I have OneDrive, so it asks me to save it on cloud. In this case, I'm not saving it into my cloud. Done. So this is the form owned by Nizam. And if you go to your folder in your desktop, here we have this one, Nizam data, which saved by me, the first person. Now, I want to collect informations from here into my Microsoft Excel. How do you think we're going to collect? Are we going to copy and paste one by one? Guys, we are not doing that. We are not going to copy one by one and then tabulate it into your Microsoft Excel. We won't do that. That is waste of time. Okay, or maybe you have another method, or it's up to you. It is not that way. Okay, so what I want to do now is, okay, I will open my Excel. I will open my Excel. Nice. Okay, so in this Excel, I will turn on my developer. In this course, I'm going to in this part, I'm going to use, okay, I'm going to use VBA code, which developed already. I have the code already. Okay, I have set the code aside. I've write the code, and then let me explain. After this, I will show you how to use that code. It's very simple actually. All right. Okay, ready? Nice. So now in your Microsoft Excel right now, you have to turn on your developer. Go to your Visual Basic here. Okay, and it will open a window that looks like this. Okay, I go to this sheet, just open it. So that is my sheet. Okay, this is my sheet. Okay, I have the code, and this is the code. Oh, sorry, I turned it off just now. Do I have it here? Yeah, I have the code here. And this is the code. Okay, so this is the code that written, and this code will return, will convert your forms into a tabular. Okay, if you look at here, all right, note this code require reference of the word object module. Okay, so okay, I will explain to you about this. So okay, it will read only docx file, okay, and then it will find your file in a folder. That means I have to save that file in a folder because this code will find that file only in a folder. Okay, if you did not put your file in a folder, it cannot find because I set it as a file. It's easy for me to manage. Okay, so what I do, I just select the whole link here, the whole set here. I just copy the whole thing, just copy it, and then go back to my Excel. In my Excel, what I do, I just paste, pump, done. Okay, so I have set it, and I have pasted. Okay, remember, this could require reference to the word object model. Okay, only one thing that you need to do. You go to your tools, if I'm not mistaken, and then go to option. If I'm not, so not option, sorry. Tools, you go to reference. Yeah, you go to reference over here, scroll down and try to find Microsoft Word Object Library. Here, Microsoft Word 16 Object Library. Okay, like mine, maybe I have 16. Maybe in your version, Maybe you have Microsoft Word 10 object library. It doesn't matter as long as Microsoft Word 16 object library. Then okay, just turn on, you just turn that on. Okay, then close your code and everything. You don't have to do anything yet. Now make sure, as I tell you, I ask that code to get this information from a folder. Okay, from a single folder. So I close this one first. Okay, because I saved this file in my desktop and it is not in a folder. All right, so just create a new folder. Okay, and that folder I call it as a written form. Nice. I'm going to bring that name Nizam to that written forms. Lambat ke? Tak apalah, just wait for a while. At least it gives time for me to take a rest, to take my breath. Okay, that's my written form. Remember, my folder name is written form, and inside that folder, I only have one form, which is Nizam form. Okay, so in my Excel right now, okay, don't worry about anything. I just go to my macro. Okay, so that is the code. Save in macro. I click run. When I click run, it will ask me to find browser folder because that's the command that I give to my code just now. I go to my desktop. There's my written forms. Okay. Once I done, just click OK. Wait for a while. And guys, these are the information that tabulated by my Excel into tabulated by my Excel. That form created or interacted by using words, and then I'm using Excel to import and tabulate everything in here. Okay, so memang I purposely set so that it will started from A2. So from here, what I do, I put a name for the title, and I change it to IC number. Good. And here I change as department. So for the title, because I want you to try that code. That's why I did not set to take the title. Maybe if I set the title, that's quite hard for you. You have to change the title by yourself in the code. I don't want you to touch the code. Okay, just copy and paste the code. Once you're done, this one. Okay, with for the date. Yeah. So here's the date. Here's the date. Good. And here's maybe the category. Okay, done. Okay. Oh, Nizam, but this IC number does looks nice. Guys, this is what you can do. You just right click, go to your format cells, custom. Okay. From there, you change your tab to 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Nice. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Is it correct? Am I entering too much number? Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, only 4, 6. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I made a mistake. Then okay, pump. Your IC will look like that. Okay, the best part, you change this into a table. Good, nice. That is your Excel table for this Microsoft Word. Okay, now you remember about my forms just now. Okay, I have this form that I save in my desktop, and this is the form. And in this case, only Nizam written the form. Okay, let's say, because I send this form to multiple people, maybe multiple person will started to written this form. Maybe here I change the name to Kunalan. Okay, Kunalan, right? Anak lelaki. Sorry, Mr. Kunalan, because I'm not sure your father's name, so I just put, let's say I put here as Mutu. Okay, example. Sorry, Kunalan. All right, so let's say the IC number, I change the IC number. I change his IC number into something else. So I put here his IC number is say 0850312 031215, maybe like that. And then maybe he came from different department. Remember, guys, because this one, okay, this form, actually, when Kunalan got it, he got it a blank one, like the first one. Okay, but in this case, I just want to simulate the situation. So maybe he choose 24th April, and he is an adult. Okay, good, nice. And then on Kunalan's PC, he also saved this file as his name. So over here, he put as Kunalan. Good. Okay, and then he save it. That is Kunalan. So now comes the second person, which is, I type it as Adelia Rose. Okay, maybe her name is Binti Rashidi. Okay, all right. So maybe her IC number is different. Maybe her IC number is 901213. Okay, yeah, good. 091212, maybe like that. And maybe she's from different department, another department which is admin. And here maybe the date she changed to my date previously. And she is maybe an adult. Nice. So now she also saved this file. Save as Adelia Rose. Okay, good. Save. And last one. Now, another person are going to save this file. Okay, maybe I change the name from this list. Maybe I change here to ah no, I don't. Nafis. Okay, bin Ahmad. Maybe. Okay, so for IC number, maybe his IC number is he born on 09. Kecil sangat. Maybe he born on 00, year 2000. Okay, because his name is Nafis, he should be a man. And he came from marketing. And also similar date, he changed it to baby. Okay, good. Now, Nafis going to save it again. Save as Nafis. Done. Guys, if you have 10, 11, 27, even the 100 form returned to you in your Microsoft, in your email, you just download it. You just download it and then put it inside a folder. Okay, like I have done. I have created a folder. But in this folder, I have Nizam name. In this form, I already have my Nizam over here. There, I already have my Nizam. And if I import again, it will have redundant Nizam in here. So one of the best method is maybe you can remove Nizam from here, or maybe you create another form, another folder to store Adelia, Kunalan, and Nafis together. Okay, so it's okay. I just let Nizam be there so that you can see the difference. So here, what I do, I just go back to my developer. I go to my macros. But this time I don't want to use this and run. Okay, it doesn't look nice. So I'm going to use another method, which I'm going back to my developer. I go to insert. I create a button, pump, and this is a small button. And that small button, I will attach it to my macro just now. Just click OK, and I'm going to change this button name to import form. Then, so what I do, I just click on this button and it will ask me where's the folder. The folder is inside my desktop. Guys, why am I not directly go to certain folder? Because if I direct go to certain folder, maybe whoever in this stream or in this live, when they see this, they need to change that particular what we call as code. So I don't want you to change that particular code. We just control from here, easy and more modular for you to try. So in this case, I'm going to use desktop return form. Remember, in this return form, I still have Nizam, so I should have two Nizam in here. I click OK, guys, and automatically everything is there. See, because I have already have my Nizam here. And guys, look at Nafis. His IC number, it becomes 001213. It did not become 1213091213. Okay, why? Because this is forms from Words Interactive into Excel. And then from this Excel, you can do whatever you want. You want to calculate how many people are there? Yes, you may. Maybe you want to calculate, okay? Maybe in this case, You want to calculate in different sheet or in similar sheet, it's okay. You can use whatever method you want. Okay, in this case, maybe I want to count. I think maybe I better put on the side of this form so easy for people to see. If I put it in different sheet, maybe they will get confused. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to count based on the category. Okay, so here I'm going to use a formula, a very simple formula that I don't need to explain to you all. And these are the category that we have. We have kids, adult, baby. Okay, this one should be okay. All right, so maybe here I started with count. Okay, for that count, I just want to make this looks nice. Okay, what I do, I just click and make it nice like what we have done previously. Here I'm going to use formula count if. Okay, so these are the range, comma, and this is the criteria. Enter, just drag down, and guys, there you go. So now I have this criteria and the count. Okay, maybe you want to go further from here. You're going to create a chart like this. It's up to you. Your creativity is based on whatever you wanted to do. Okay, guys, last before we end this live, no, before we end this live, huh? Okay, be careful. All right, maybe I change a little bit here. Okay, so for this Adelia rules, I change from adult, I change her to kids, safe and close. Maybe for Kunalan, I change because I'm very lazy to type to retype everything. I just do this. Okay, I hope you're okay with this. Okay. Now you see, I changed Nafis. So now Nafis, he becomes, yeah, baby. Okay, good, save. So Nafis is baby. And also for Nizam, I convert the data for Nizam from kids to baby. Save and close. You know, guys, what can you get from here? If I click on this button again, and then I go to my desktop and then find that written folder and then just click OK. Just wait for a while. Look at the whole set here. Everything change. Even though the numbers of kids, the adult, the baby, etc., yada yada yada. All right. So it will automatically create an interactive report which user just key in inside your Microsoft Words and then return it back to you in email or by pen drive or by whatever mean they want. You as an admin, you just collect all the answer, put it in a folder, run the code, and everything should look nice. This is very good for offline forms. Maybe online form quite hard for you to directly analyze the report. In this case, I can directly analyze my data. Yeah, I can directly. So if there's many forms in here, okay, let's say suddenly there are lots of people written their form. Okay, maybe from here I tell maybe ada banyak, there are people. Okay, there are people who's returning. Okay, maybe there are lots of people who is returning their form. In this case, I just duplicate all the data, so nothing will be, the numbers will change. I just want to show you that if I go to import here, I go to desktop here, I go to written form, I go to enter, guys, it still will import everything from that folder into here. Just give it a second. Ta-da, there you go. So now everything imported into here. Nice. I like this so much because it helped me a lot. Okay, guys. So is there any comment, whoever joined this live? I hope if you have any comment, you can comment on comment section, and then yeah, I will try to answer for you, or else I will return the floor back to Mr. Kunalan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mrs. Zam,
Yeah,
for great sharing for the
welcome.
webinar. All right, feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or doubt, and Mr. Izam will respond to them. Leave your comments in the comments below. Thank you.
Have you taken your lunch?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
How
they are
about you,
not
sir?
inviting you for lunch. I also haven't yet.
Haven't yet. Okay.
But it's okay. I'm at my home. You see my cozy home. I got piano.
Graphics, sir.
This is my real home. This is my real home. Hey, you guys
Okay.
are having this. You are having this open house right next month, I think.
Oh
Open
yeah.
office.
Yeah, yes. Yes, sir.
But unfortunately, I cannot join.
Why, sir?
Because I will be in Johor.
Oh,
I think maybe I will ask Liana to treat me into different occasion lah.
okay, sir.
Okay. I think there's no comments. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Let me check first.
Okay, sure.
It seems no more questions, sir. Okay, I just go for my upcoming courses, sir.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Okay. First of all, our upcoming courses for me, Microsoft Excel basic level, which is the exams. Next is CapCut for video marketing. Next, SEO and SEM. Then Microsoft Excel intermediate and advanced level, Canva design bootcamp, Microsoft Power BI advanced dashboard and reporting, digital marketing masterclass, AI tools for content creation and marketing. If you guys are interested in enrolling one of these courses, may contact us. Thank you. Have a good day, Mr. Nizam.
Yeah, welcome. You too, Mr. Kunalan.
Thank you. Okay, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.